They say everyone has a price, but mine wasn't money. It was my sister's heartbeat. I'm Diana, 22, a nursing student who works nights cleaning hospital floors. Every beep of the monitors reminds me why I can't give up. My little sister, Lily, is fighting a rare disease that laughs at cheap medicine. Every month, the bill grows higher. Every month, I fall further behind. And then one night, at 2 a.m., when exhaustion blurred my eyes and hope felt like a myth, a notification popped up on my screen. Meet someone who can change your life. I wish I'd known how true that line would become. The profile looked unreal. His name was Victor Hayes, clean-cut suit, the kind of man whose smile looks practiced yet effortless. The bio said, investor, generous, looking for someone sincere. I almost laughed. Sincere? On a dating site? But something about the word generous made me stop scrolling. I clicked. He messaged first. You look like someone who works too hard. I stared at those words for a full minute before typing back. Maybe I do. But sometimes that's the only way to survive. Within days, we were talking every night. He didn't ask for pictures or promises, just stories. He told me about London, about his dog, about how loneliness can echo even inside a penthouse. His voice was calm, steady, expensive. When he offered to meet for coffee, I said no, twice. The third time he said, Diana, I just want to see you smile in person. That line, it felt like warmth after months of cold. So I went. The cafe smelled of vanilla and rain. He stood as I entered, pulling out a chair like it was 1950. For a moment, the world didn't feel cruel. It felt safe. He paid the bill before the waiter even brought it. He asked nothing of me except to trust him. And for reasons I still don't understand, I did. A week later, a delivery box arrived at my door. Inside was a brand new phone. The same model nurses used at the hospital, sleek and silver. A small note was taped to the screen. Now you'll never have to ignore my calls. I should have felt uneasy. Instead, I felt seen. Over the next few weeks, he kept surprising me. A dress on my birthday, groceries when rent was due, flowers when I sounded tired on the phone. I told him to stop. He laughed and said, I like taking care of people who forget to take care of themselves. My sister's medicine arrived on time that month. For the first time in a year, I slept without guilt. But the more Victor gave, the less I felt like I could say no. When I didn't reply right away, he'd text, Are you okay? When I went out with my friends, he'd call, Why didn't you tell me? At first, it felt like affection, like someone worrying. But slowly, the worry sounded more like warning. Then one evening, he said something that made my chest tighten. You don't need to work anymore, Diana. I'll handle everything. His voice was calm, sweet, but there was a weight behind it. Like a velvet rope, soft but meant to keep you in place. I didn't know it then, but that's the night I stopped being helped and started being owned. The first thing to disappear was my laughter. Victor didn't forbid it, he just noticed it. You laugh differently when you're with your friends, he said once, smiling as if it were a compliment. The next week, I canceled plans without really knowing why. Then came the clothes. He'd say, Wear blue, it suits you, and it sounded sweet, until blue became the only color I owned. He never shouted, never hit. Control doesn't always come with bruises. Sometimes, it comes gift-wrapped. On the train, as the wheels clattered against the tracks, I felt the weight lift from my chest. For the first time in years, I could breathe. Victor's money had bought my silence, but it could never buy my soul. When the train finally stopped, Diana looked out at the morning light. A new city. A new start. No golden cages. No rules. Just open sky. She and Anna moved into a small, quiet apartment. Nothing fancy, just theirs. The first night, they sat on the floor eating instant noodles, laughing through tears. We're free, Anna whispered. Those two words hit Diana harder than anything Victor had ever said. Freedom, not comfort, not money, was what she'd been searching for all along. Days turned into months. Diana got a new job, one she actually loved. She returned to her classes, studied late into the night, and slowly built her future again. Anna's health began to improve. Her laughter filled their little home like music. There was peace now. The kind that comes from knowing you made the hardest choice and survived. One afternoon, Diana passed a luxury car showroom. For a second, she saw a reflection. Her old self, the girl who thought money could fix everything. She smiled softly and whispered, "Never again." She had learned that love without freedom is a cage, and that real happiness isn't built on wealth, it's built on courage. As the sun set outside their window, Diana wrote in her journal, "I'm finally living, not just surviving." Her voice softened. To anyone listening, never trade your peace for comfort. Never marry your pain for security. Freedom is worth everything. She closed her notebook, smiled at Anna, and whispered, "This time it's our story,